My name is Rosa Emilia Salamanca, and I'm a Colombian peacemaker. 2000 was a very complicated time in Colombia, and it was like it continues escalating the conflict in our country. In 2010, it was really, we had a lot of massacres, we have had a lot of confrontation, the time was really worse. And we, all of us, were working toward peace and trying to see how we convince everyone that it was so necessary to have a negotiation with the armed actors. So finally, in a opportunity that we had, in a comparative learning that we have with Filipinas, 10 different women from very different backgrounds and different experiences in the conflict we had the opportunity to go to Filipinas and to do this kind of comparative learning with a country that could have the more or less same time of a conflict, but also it was very nice to try to see what were the answers they were reaching for having and moving peace over there. So we traveled, women from the business sector, from the militaries, from indigenous, rural areas, workers, displaced women, ex-combatants, ecumenical, armed forces, feminists, human rights defenders. We were really very different, all of us. And we then had incredible talks during that trip. We knew our souls and our questions and our feelings, and then we discover all the sorrow that was there, because one of the woman that came from the business sector, her family has been kidnapped by the group that was the previous group of the ex-combatant, but the ex-combatant was also have been tortured by some of the people, another woman that had the family there and had been part of the presidents, and then you have the displaced women that have to go running out of the place because of the other armed group, and and the indigenous woman that didn't want to see the business women because she felt that these business people were going to take them out of their land. Quite a complex conversation. So we had 23 hours flight, so we had plenty of time for discussions. So at the beginning we were all friends, but then we began to know each other a little bit more. So many things were said there, many tears were present, many arguments, many words of sadness, many words of anger. It was like a peace process that was done in 23 hours in a very passionate and coming from the heart, and very passionate and very honest way about the discussion, and all of us so worried about the future of our country. So we went to Filipinas and we had lots of impressions there, because the same diverse women that were coming from Colombia were the diverse women that were expecting us in Filipinas. So it was incredible experience, because we have to take off the masks and try to go beyond the mask to discover the human being that was behind of the mask. And that sometimes is not easy when you have so many feelings, when you have hate, when you have sorrow, when you have claims to do, when you have so many things to do. And then you have to open and trying to get out of what you're feeling, and then you need a lot of process for you to get healthy again. So that is quite complicated. But we started this journey, and this journey has one of its more important moments was when we came back to Colombia and we decided to have a common statement that is called the Ethical Pact for Peace. That is an ethical pact proposed by women to every Colombian and many people in the world, because we designed and we could reach 16 paths for peace, 16 ways of achieving peace. So one of it is negotiations, and as soon as we came back, in a very short time when we were announcing our ethical pact, the negotiations with the FARC began. It was a huge surprise for us. And then we have other 15, and the first one is trying to give back humanity, because every person needs recognition as human. Recognitions and to understand that nobody has the absolute truth. That truth is very relative. So we finally did this, and what you are hearing are going to see and hear now is inspired in the first path to peace. We as women, we are trying to find new ways of making and trying to build other kinds of peace. But we need to change the knowledge and the behavior towards that incredible way of seeing reality only towards enemies and friends. We need to see all the colors that are in the world. We need to take out the mask of people. We need to transforming ourselves.
We can be. We are women, we are strong. We have passions, we have thoughts. We want to inspire you to recognize humanity. We want the right for everyone to live in peace and harmony, despite ethnicity, politics, race, or gender. We are women, we are strong. We have passions, we have thoughts. We can have a country that smells like fresh air, dynamic, clean, always in change. We can have a country that tastes like corn and potatoes and fresh fruit for breakfast. We can have a country that sounds like water falling in cascades. We can have a country that looks like a land full of different trees and plants, but all together is unique. We can have a country where we feel tranquility, satisfaction, and creativeness. We are women, we are young, we are old. We are strong, we have passion, we have thoughts. We know we are better, we know we can be wise. We know ignorance and prejudice are tricky paths to violence. We have chosen other ways. We are women, we are men. We are strong, we have passions, we have thoughts. We have a country that assumes memory and truth as a present for freedom. We are women, we are black, we are white, we are Indians. We are women, we are mestizas. Beautiful way of being, to be all at the same time, being one. We are strong, we have passions, we have thoughts. We are here together.